Taurus, hello, happy new year to you all. Welcome back to all of you who have been here before. And for those of you who it's your first time here, welcome to you. I am Denise. This is Surrender to the Flow Tarot, and I will be doing a general reading for the collective of Taurus. That's Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, really any placement but those four are the top. It is a general reading. It is not going to resonate with everyone who watches it. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You don't want to relate to it. You want to resonate with it. There's a slight difference. You feel me? Okay. So I am changing. I'm back. Hey. I'm changing the format. I'm exploring. I used to do over 4 days, 3 readings a day, separated by elements. So air, water, fire, earth. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But now what I'm going to do is start on Sundays, I think, and do 1 or 2 readings a day in the astrological order. So it's Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, so on, so on, so on. And I'm going to do a monthly reading and then a mid-month reading. So that's specific for your sign for Taurus. Now, I am going to be I pull cards for myself every day in the morning and at night. And today it came to me that I should record it and start sharing it. And I did. It was like almost an hour long. So that's very long. But my intent, and I'm going to see what happens, is to record when it feels right for those, which would probably be daily or several times a week, a morning reading for the collective for whoever resonates with it. So look for those two. I'll link to the one I did today somewhere later. I don't know where, when, or if I remember, but okay. So today we're going to do a, where are you now? Where does the universe want you to be? And what do you have to do to get there? And we're going to use tarot for that. And before that, we're going to pull some oracle cards for your overall energy and what you're embodying for the month of January. So we're going to start with the Chakra Love card so we can see what chakra you need to focus on this month, my Taurians. Hope you're all doing well. And that you had a lovely bunch of holidays, or that you have love in your life. I love you. Okay. You got all of the chakras. You need a chakra balancing, all 9 of them. The only illusion is separation. Blue lace agate, amethyst, and new jade. So go get those if you can. This is for the month. Unity is your unifying idea. Ooh, okay. Interesting. It's interesting that I said I hope you had love, right? So maybe you're feeling very not loved. Okay, so next we're going to pull from the Caroline Myss, I'm not sure how to say her name, Myss, Archetype cards, and see what archetype you are embodying for the month of January. I will be back in probably about 2 weeks with your mid-month reading too. Or mid-month check-in. Probably we'll do like a check-in. Ooh. Okay. What's going on, Taurus? Hey. Okay. Oh, Oh. This came up for the general collective this morning, Gambler. That is on the split, and on the bottom is Father. So there's light and shadow attributes for each. The light is talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. Shadow attributes, dictatorial control, abuse of authority. That's on the split. Interesting. Or the bottom. The bottom. What came out for you, this is really interesting, is child divine. The light attributes are innocence, purity, and redemption, suggests a special connection with the divine, and the shadow is an inability to defend oneself against negative forces. Okay, so you are dealing with some heavy stuff right now, huh? Before we read that, we're going to pull the last oracle card, which is the Romance Angels, and that is just for what your heart and your relationships are embodying for the month. I feel like this is pretty intense for you, Taurus, so hang in there, okay? Drink some tea or get some water. Free yourself. Make the effort is on the bottom. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And I feel like that's 1000% about protecting yourself and preserving your reserve. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Okay, so you are dealing with some oppressive outside force that it says father. It's some kind of masculine. Very likely it's masculine, or it's your baby daddy or your father or something like that. Let's read the child divine. Interesting, interesting, interesting. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 different, no, how many different child? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different archetypes, and you guys got divine. Closely related to magical, innocent child, but distinguished by its redemptive mission. So I guess we'll have to read the magical one. Sees potential for sacred beauty in all things. Embodies wisdom and courage in the face of difficult circumstances. Is gifted with imagination and the belief that anything is possible. Associated with innocence, purity, and redemption, godlike qualities that suggest a special union with the divine itself. Yes, because Taurus, you are the Empress. Taurus and Libra are the Empress. You are the Empress, and that's what this is about. Shadow divine child manifests as an inability to defend oneself against negative forces. So you are not feeling in your power right now, right? That's what this is. The only illusion is separation. Go get these crystals if you can. Blue lace agate, amethyst, nude jade. Hold them, wear them, look at them, surround yourself with those colors if you can't get the crystals, and do some meditation, chakra balancing meditations, or acupuncture if you can, things like that. Yoga, Tai Chi, anything like that that will realign, give you a reset, okay? Ask whether you see life through the eyes of a benevolent, trusting God, goddess, or tend to respond to others with fear of being hurt or with a desire to hurt others first. Okay, Taurus. I'm going to read the father one too, just because I feel like we should. Talent both for creating and for overseeing others, whether a family or a work group, characterized by courage and protectiveness. Shadow father emerges when guidance and protection turn into dictatorial control or abuse of authority. Do you have a lifelong attachment to the role of family patriarch, however you conceive of that family? Oh, ask if you have a lifelong attachment to the role of family patriarch, however you conceive of that family. Maybe you have control where you need to be in control and you are being overbearing. I do not know. Let's pull some clarifiers for you. Actually, we're going to pull tarot for you, which will help give us. And I felt that, hold on. The Marielle is yelling for y'all. This is a dope deck. Super duper dopeness. I thought that the Crow Tarot was going to happen. But this one is yelling, 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 yelling. I also used this one in this morning's January 1st general collective morning reading. And it had a lot of Empress vibes in there too. So if you might want to check it out if you didn't. It is like almost an hour long. So You could just put it on and drive when you're driving or cleaning or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So we're asking, where are you? Where does the universe want you to be? And what do you need to do to get where the universe wants you to be? So where are you? The Two of Pentacles. Trying to balance, trying to make two things that don't necessarily fit together, that need to come together. You're trying to transmute them, alchemize. Okay, ooh. You got 3 for where you are right now. Interesting. You should absolutely watch this morning's reading because 2 of these cards were in that reading. Okay. Wow, these are beautiful. These cards are so beautiful. So where are you right now? All right, so maybe you're dealing with, and you could be dealing with Pisces, an Aries, or Scorpio. Or maybe you are any of those. You might have some of those in your chart. Let's see where the universe wants you to be. Woo! Interesting. Wow. Okay. And what you have to do to get there. This is about lineage, ancestors, karma, ancestor karma. Yep. I think you're clearing it out. Ooh. Oh. Okay, since you got some Aries cards coming out in here, some of the same cards that Aries had, I would also maybe watch the Aries reading, which I just did, will be before this one, if you go to my actual channel, okay? Or the Aries playlist, it'll be in there. Okay. Oh, Taurus. I gotta take clothes off for this one. Okay. Y'all know you're magical motherfuckers. Also, I'm going to smoke some weed in this one because this one is really intense. Okay, settle in, yeah? This is going to be possibly difficult for you. Okay. So, there's some heavy energies happening. There's some heavy karma and heavy low frequency happening. And I think it's happening with whoever you're dealing with and with yourself. I think there's both in there. The things that are coming from you, I think are a reaction, possibly not a response, to whatever has been going on towards you. If you are the person causing a bunch of people anguish, you're either causing a bunch of people anguish and you are the father in this, or you are feeling the effects of someone who takes a father-like role, any gender, okay? All right, so where you are, 3 came out, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Death card. That's Scorpio, Aries, Pisces. It looks like you are trying to keep an open heart. You're trying to I think you're trying to keep your heart open. You're either trying to offer it or you're trying to remain open to love in general. So maybe whatever's happening is making you think like love never again. You know what I mean? Like thinking those types of reactions of yourself, more reactions than responses. There's a transformation. You're in the middle of a transformation. I don't know why Aries is sticking out so strong in your reading, but it really, truly is. So I would watch that. But okay. Maybe where you are is in a state of metamorphosis, right? Crystallization is coming to mind. You are transmorphing, not a word, but that's what's coming to me. Transmuting and morphing, evolving into something right now. And you're coming out of possibly being self-sufficient, being the boss because you had to be the boss, whether you wanted to be the boss or not, but taking on a role that maybe is not exactly who you are. It's like the emperor, where you're the empress. You have to take the emperor's role for whatever reason, and it's taken a lot out of you, and it's made you very resilient, but it's also closing you off. Be careful and look at yourself for what's being closed off by yourself, okay? We'll clarify if we need to. I think we probably will, but we're going to move on to where the universe wants you to be is the 3 of discs, which is Pentacles. So look at that. In this deck, it's a family unit. Traditionally, it's a collaboration, partnership for working, right? And that can be it can manifest in a bunch of different ways. There's a lot going on here. This is reverence. This is sacredness. This is the universe wants you to view whatever situation you're in as sacred and to treat it that way accordingly, to be reverent in your responses to it, to protect it. You know, there's a baby and they are keeping that child safe, and they are illuminating the light that baby is. They're seeing who that baby is, truly, soul, spirit, 3D and 5D, all of it, and they're doing all of they're protecting and preserving. So if you've been in a place where you've been independent for a long time, it could be a really hard thing to open up. If you've been in a place where you've been independent because you were in a situation where you were forced to be like the mom and the dad, you know what I mean? You were forced to take on roles that that weren't yours, right? You were doing your role plus your whoever else's role. If you've been doing that, that could be really hard. If you have to, like, say this is a divorce, right? If you still have to have contact with that person and they're awful, the universe is asking you to remember that it's sacred, that what you made is sacred, and that who you all are is sacred. And whether one of you is vibrating very low or not, it's not asking you to make excuses or anything like that. The universe is asking you to see the bigger picture, which is a very simple thing, which is whatever you guys birthed, whatever you created, right? The Three of Pentacles is coming together in collaboration, in work. It could be family, making a family. It's when two entities or more come together. So it's either two come together and make a third, or it's three. You feel me? Or it's anything. Just let that go loose. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like so rigid on how that's explained. That's what's important, right? What you made. Honor that. And you have to honor yourself equally too. And so this is forgiveness coming up. If that's what you need to do for outside of you, or for yourself first, or for whatever childhood traumas or past traumas that you haven't fully healed from or processed or tried to heal at all, you know? Okay, so how to get into this union of the Three of Discs, Pentacles. The Devil, you got the Devil, which is Capricorn. She could be dealing with a Capricorn. We're going to pull a clarifier on that, but it's an ominous, like, devil for real. It's interesting because purple is a healing color, and this devil is purple. This devil is very, like, foreboding, right? Is that the word? So people are made of multiple layers of light and shadow, and each layer has a level from 0 to 100, and then there's multiple layers. Think of like mica flakes, right? Mica comes in sheets. It's my favorite gem, rock, whatever it is. These are all sheets, and you can would have been so much doper had I not dropped it, right? You can separate them. And there's more, do you see? And it's still, but see, it's transparent. That's what the universe is asking you to remember, because you're the Empress, male, female, non-binary, doesn't matter, you're the Empress, okay? So that means you are all of the esoteric energy, knowledge, existence of the High Priestess transmuted into human form so that you could come through. So your direct line, okay? I am too, Taurus, Libra, okay? The universe is asking you to remember that people are made up of sheets and layers, thin of themselves, energy bodies, light bodies, right? And they're like that. They're like separate like that all come together and look like one full thing, but it's made of more. Whoever you're dealing with, the universe is asking you to remember their sacred origin, just to keep that, even though this person in front of you is probably not acting within where their ancestors would want them to. The ancestors are asking that you remember that you still remember that when you interact and respond, or whatever you have to do with this, interact at all, exchange energy at all. Don't give excuses, just have honor and respect for that aspect, because they're connected. You know, do you know what I mean? I just want to be really clear that I am not saying to tolerate toxicity, abuse, or any of those things. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if whoever this person is, or whatever the institution is to remember at their, it's a person though, I feel like, at their core, at their all the way origin, they're of light, equal to you, and that they're fucking it up in this life, yes, and hold them accountable for it. But don't be cruel. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't go back. Don't lower your vibe. And take as much time as you need to get your vibe back up. to maintain, preserve your reserve so you can give from your overflow, okay? And it looks like part of that for you is there is some kind of joining. Let's clarify, because I'm curious, but I forgot to tell you this. The bottom of the deck is the Judgment card, which is the awakening. It's when the cards are all laid out and the facts are all right there. And here it is. Boom. This is your very clear, this is what happened, and here's your clear path. Like, this is where you go next. It's time for you to transform. Are you going to answer the call, or are you going to pretend you don't hear it? You feel me? And I think that goes for you and for whoever you're dealing with. Jeez, Taurus, you guys are spiritual beasts, man. I am glad you're the last reading I'm doing today. It's always intense. Taurians, man. I love y'all, though. Y'all are some of my favorite people. Okay, let's clarify, but what? Well, are we going Starchild? Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, gosh darn it. Crows. Are crows winning? Crows. This one. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. Water, hold on. Remember, I was on hiatus for so very long because I damaged my vocal cord, so I'm trying to be a good vocal cord owner. All right. Okay, what can you tell us about the Knight of Cups? What can you tell us about the Knight of Cups? What more can you tell us? Okay. Split is 7 of Wands. Bottom is 7 of Cups, 2 sevens. That's a turning point. That's like a spiritual turning point, right? The 7 of Wands is when you feel like you have to defend yourself, and people that you're surrounded by do not see you, and you have to defend yourself, and it's so draining because it's because people are choosing to not see you, but they're projecting that onto you. They're not acknowledging that they're choosing to not see you. You feel me? They're gaslighting you. And the 7 of Cups is multiple options. It can be confusion. It depends. Okay, let's see what you got. You got 2, the 6 of Wands, and the 7 of Crystals. 6 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles for the Knight of Cups. This is it's a person and an idea, and it might be more one than the other, or one or the other for some of you. But it is about how you view. It's about trusting in people. Can you trust people who say they love you? You thought that this thing was fully success, like it had everything. The 6 of Wands, it had everything to be like that, like paramount, that I don't know what the words are. Like what other people would aspire to have, you know? everything, all of it all together. And the 7 of crystals, pentacles, is when you've been working on something, creating something, starting something, and you've been putting work in, and you take the step back to reassess. It's time to figure out, okay, so like, it's like a progress report. You know what I mean? You're like checking in, and you are checking in about what your ideas about love are. Like, what did you miss? Did you miss something? What did you miss? Interesting. Let's do death too. Okay, what else can you tell us about the death card? What else can you tell us about the Empress and the Lovers? And what came out? The 10 of Cups. And it flipped around. I don't know if you saw it, but it flipped around very purposefully to be upright, which is really interesting. So this is your idea of happiness. It's calling your energy back. It's stepping into it and embodying it. It's also recognizing who you are, acknowledging who you are and being who you are, and what that means as to who the person who's next to you as your partner, who they need to be to support you. You know what I mean? It's looking again at that. It's making the tweaks that you need to the idea that you had. Oh, I'm going to do the Queen of Wands. I don't know why, and I feel annoyed by it. I feel annoyed by this Queen of Wands. Queen of Swords, Libra. It's telling me to go in this one again. The 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. The Emperor. And the Ace of Wands. Oh, God. Okay. Yes. So, very much this person has very strong Aries. Like, the Emperor, the Queen of Wands are both the Aries cards. Okay. My brain, everything just went somewhere. Hold on. The 2 of Pentacles in the upright is about what I said earlier. It was starting to come out somewhere else. I think it popped up in the Marielle tarot, right? But it didn't come out. The 2 of Pentacles is when there are 2 parts of you or your life that you're trying to meld together. Like, maybe your life is the way it is, right? It's all scheduled all day. And then here comes this health issue, and now you have to exercise. And so now you have to fit exercise into this. But you feel me? So it's like that. It seems like 2 impossible situations that have to find a melding. Yes. And this is very much, that Queen of Wands is not you. It's literally the Emperor. Okay. This is all really intense stuff and heavy, but you got this, Taurus. I feel it. You got it. You got it, and I know this because this is all very, even though it's a lot of feeling, it's heady right now. Do you know? It's like bringing it, you're at a state where you are still really stable, you know, and still very more aligned than you're not. There's just parts, remember, you have to balance all of your chakras. There are parts that are blocked that you need to open so that you can fully be in your power and be present and make sure that what's this next leg of whatever's happening to you goes the way that it's intended to go for your highest vibrational good in the most ease of ways. You feel me? Okay, so let's pull some for the devil. Oh, no, yeah, let's pull some for the devil, and we're going to use the light seers. I forgot I was high. And then I remembered, and then I said it. Do you want to see what's on my hand? It says, nothing comes in the way of my peace. When I get things that come to me and I know they're like, and I can't always remember them, even though they're life-changing, because I get a lot of things that come through. I write them on my hand. I'm glad I didn't get a tattoo there, because I kind of use it as like my dry erase board. Okay, the devil. Can I show you this devil? There's a lot of layers. You see them, right? There's a lot going on. The Five of Pentacles. So this is about abandonment, feeling abandoned. Watch your woe is me. Watch your poor me. Watch your victimization and personalization. That's what this is. And the Eight of Swords, which is anxiety. Feeling like an outsider, feeling like you're never going to fit in, feeling like nobody sees you, right? And the Eight of Swords is like nightmare in your head. It is anxiety. It's when you're filling in narratives. You're hearing a phrase over and over and over and over because it's so devastating. What happened to you is devastating. This may be helpful. This grief of betrayal, this is not, it might not ever leave, okay? The hurt, the pain not the pain, but the rift it made is probably going to be there forever. But what will happen, your pain feels like this is you and this is your pain right now. You are getting like this. You feel me? Anxiety can come up when we're trying to avoid something too, okay? All right, so I feel like it's telling me pull one. So I'm pulling one for the Three of Pentacles because it's telling me to, it's literally commanding me to. It's hilarious. Look. I'm like, it's like I'm going to fall into the card. Jeez Louise. Okay, hold on. Selenite. It's funny because for most people, I think selenite is a call right to the divine, right? And for most people, I think it's not grounding. And for me, it's 1000% grounding. I have so many pieces of selenite. Okay. Well, I'm Cancer, Moon, and Rising. The King of Swords. What else? The Lovers. Okay. Wow. And the 10 of Cups again, sideways. And the King of Swords is sideways. Okay, hold on. This is insane. And the 2 of Swords is on the bottom. Okay. This is a decision that you know you need to make when you see the truth, and you have to align your head and your head and your heart, your 3D and your 5D, your soul and your human self. You have to put them together. One can't take over the other. And when it's the 2 of Swords, you're going more toward the anxiety part. You know what I'm saying? You're a little bit more on that side. So that's underlying everything. And that's where you have to get back to this place where you're able to see this union of this 3 of Pentacles from its sacred origin source. You feel me? Because it's whatever your lineage, both of the lineages involved, all of them are sacred, ancient, high, even though this is very, very low. I mean, here's something that might help too. Whatever exists, the equal opposite exists in the same force, right? So if someone was the most loving to you when they're mad, or not when they're mad, when that goes south, when they're in their low vibe, not when they're mad. When they're in their high vibe, it's the highest love you've ever felt. When they're in their low, it's the lowest. They will be the cruelest. They will be everything you never thought. Do you feel me? Just keep that in mind about all things. The dichotomy in duality in everything, right? Okay, I don't remember where I was going, but so you got the King of Swords sideways going into the upright, and the 10 of Cups sideways going into the upright too. And the Lovers underneath that. And that's all just saying what I'm saying. Like, this is not being afraid to stand your ground. The King of Swords is emotionally actualized and also intellectual. The King and the Queen are the perfect balance of those things. And the Queen of Swords, just me, Libra. King of Swords is Aquarius, just FYI. And Lovers is Gemini, if those make a difference. The Queen of Swords is the truth. The truth flows through her. She is the truth. She bees the truth, right? She is the truth. And the King of Swords bees the truth. He does the truth. He enacts the truth. He makes sure that he preserves the Queen so that she can stay in an open, vulnerable state to remain open to the truth. You feel me? So he preserves and protects her and himself, and he enacts whatever needs to be done. He's not afraid to take action. He's not afraid to use his voice. So you're in a place where both of these 10 of Cups, which you already got, right? Earlier, coming out as a clarifier for death, about you having to like retwerk, reimagine your idea of pure happiness and family and all of that. This is saying you're getting there, right? You're getting there, and you're getting clearer about what it is. You got this, Taurus. You got this. Whew, this is intense. So watch your poor me, right? Watch your like feelings of lack and your and like your fear of abandonment. You can't just watch those on your own if you haven't already processed through those with a therapist, or yeah, you feel me? There's some kind of help, and it's going to be a lot of modalities, but therapy is going to be one if you haven't already done that. If you've already done that, then this is just a like, hey, come on, this is the part of you already know what to do. And if you're stuck in it, which when the devil comes out, you're stuck in it, it might be time. It is time to reach out to someone. If maybe that's you need meds, or your meds need to be changed, or you need to talk to someone, or whatever. You feel me? Or just tell people you need help. Stuff like that. Okay. I'm going to pull a last something from the universe, from the Lantern Oracle for you. How long is this? Jeez Louise. It's almost 40. It's going to be almost an hour too. All right. Yeah. Yep. It's okay. accountability. I'm just going to take, some of these are sticking together. Weird. That was weird. Nope. Emptied. Inner integration. There we go. Okay. Inner life. Women supporting women. And what came out was number 30, voice. Number 33, sharing. There's giving and receiving and giving. I'm going to read both of these. They're beautiful, right? The Lantern Oracle. You are here to be known, so speak and be seen. The voice. That's the voice. Family, culture, and society can often demand silence and invisibility. Sometimes early in life, silence and invisibility are even the necessary means for survival. However, at some point in our lives, we need to release our light from the shadows and shine our uniqueness into the world. Initially, the very thought of expressing ourselves may stir up fears of being criticized, rejected, or abandoned. Nonetheless, it is always up to us whether such fears stop us or we persist alongside them until they disappear. To withhold our unique gifts results in trapped energy that turns negative, is potentially toxic to our health and well-being. It is. Hello. Chakras. Allowing our spirit self to sing nourishes and expands us. Our wings mend by expressing our voice. Flight is possible when we express ourselves in ways that others can truly know and connect with us. The guardian assures you that living according to your spirit self's voice will not betray you. It is you and has your back, often in ways that are not immediately obvious. Nonetheless, hindsight will always reveal that being true to yourself is the way of fulfilling the love, security, and completeness that you seek. It is a time of tuning into your voice from your heart's center. It may involve tuning out any unsupportive external forces. Much joy can be had in exploring every medium or form that inspires you. Allow your body, thoughts, and heart to breathe in tune with your spirit self's beat and vitality so miracles and blessings can reach you. You are the only person who can proceed to make you invisible or silent. Once you accept yourself, no one and nothing can have the limiting effects of judgment, criticism, or rejection. It is always up to you to let no doubt or fear have the power. It is always up to you to let no doubt or fear have the power to bury you in the muting shadows. Remember that every perceived rejection, setback, or failure is a lesson forming your pathway to the door that opens. Only you can stop from walking through. Not easy. Your difference is your blessing and responsibility to share. Whew. Spa day. That's what you need. Okay. Sharing. There's giving and receiving and giving. While solitude is necessary at times, our lives also need to be shared for sustainable and healthy living as well as growth. The true sharing of ourselves does not take anything away from us. It's coming to me that some of you may relate to both of these, or resonate with both of these, and some may resonate with the voice, and some may just resonate with sharing. So keep that in mind. It is not about giving all that we have. It does not come from a place of fear or lack or a bartering mindset. This is literally the lack card. We freely offer what we have from a place of abundant love and a sense of completeness. True receiving is from this state too. Our spirit self opens in communion with those who are safe and of a pure heart. Those who are not are individuals who require our discernment and refrain when sharing. To discriminate between who and what enhances or depletes our energy is necessary. If there's a constant feeling that something is not right or doesn't make sense, then it probably is not the right choice for us to continue engaging with that person, group, or organization. It is okay to take time to find and gradually get to know our circle of transparent and trustworthy people. Those who we can feel safe and comfortable enough with to open to cannot be forced or accumulated in a rush. It is okay to ask when unsure whether something unspoken is expected in return for receiving what seems to be freely given. True sharing is transparent and expects no form of payment in exchange. Whether others give back of their own volition is irrelevant to individuals who are not motivated by giving in order to get. But it's also be careful, be aware of not giving more than you get. Make sure you preserve your reserve, right? And you're giving from your overflow. You feel me? The giving and receiving through knowing others and being known is the greatest sharing of all. There's much empowering value in truly seeing and being seen, hearing and being heard, and loving and being loved by one's circle. Shared experiences can heal and support us in all facets of life. Together, we can become more of who we are. We are exponentially enhanced by the diversity of experience and multiple perspectives when we are in good and genuine company. When our presence, willingness, wisdom, and abundance is mutually brought to the table, we grow in ways that are inaccessible to us when alone. Exactly. It's exactly, right? That's why some people, so I think we all know that, but we might not all realize that we know that and like say it in those words, but deep down, like in our authentic self, in our highest self, we do know that. And that's why people choose people who aren't the best fit for them, because there's that innate need. It's a desire. It's a longing, because part of you is made for that. You feel me? Okay. The featured women encourage you to look at where sharing is and is not in your life. Where does it feel good and where does it not? With whom do you share of yourself? Where do you hold back and why? If it's for a good reason, excellent. If not, it might be worth test sharing something with the safest people in your life who you enjoy being around. If you are a taker but not a giver, really explore the reasons why you don't reciprocate. Is there a specific fear that you can identify or something to lose at stake? Be kind and compassionate with why you believe that you have nothing to give. When you are ready, challenge the validity of this limiting belief thwarting you. Sharing need not involve anything material. It can be a walk with someone, your time, a smile, or a conversation. Giving and receiving within your circle magnifies the energy, growth, and love in your life. There you go, Taurus. This is super duper intense. I hope that it helped. You can let me know in the comments if you want, or just like it or dislike it. Either way. If you want to let me know. Thank you for coming and sharing your energy with me. Keep in there, okay? Keep at it. You got this. Hang in there. You got this. There's so much good coming your way. Like true good, right? Because you're a different you. You're going to see things through different eyes, and you're not going to be fooled. Do you know what I mean? Or tricked, or miss as many things. You'll still miss stuff, but it won't be on the same level at all. You know what I mean? I think you know that. I think you do know that. Okay. I will see you at your mid-monthly. Until then, sweet travels. Bye.